a snitch.
My mama, if you see some paperwork, my mama, I do whatever y'all tell me
from jail.
Cause my eyebrow.
Gone, man. We ain't gonna have no more motherfucking rapping. We don't have no more good rapping. Last two good rapping is him and Finesse.
However, resulting in Charleston White even wanting Shy released from jail. I hate Pooh Shiesty gone, man. We ain't gonna have no more rapper. We don't have no more good rapping. Land too good rapping is him and Finesse. However, this is where it gets interesting as Shy's lawyers can use his jail situation as leverage. The news wrote, inmates from the Dallas Federal Jail are making calls to friends about Shy's situation in jail. Sources claim he's struggling being out of the Memphis area and inmates are forcing commissary money out of the famous rapper. The Shy release date is now coming into focus after fresh updates surfaced straight from court. Reports say investigators believe the evidence against Shy is very limited, if anything at all. They expect the rapper can secure a bond release very soon, which instantly raises the question, how soon is this soon? During today's court hearing, even bigger details came out. According to reports, the feds say they have no hard evidence, including no video surveillance showing Shy or Big 30 with a firearm or targeting Gucci Mane during the alleged Dallas robbery. On top of that, no evidence was recovered from Big 30's car or from Shy's home. That update hit local news, and it even had Charleston White speaking up, pushing for Shy's release. I hate Pooh Shiesty gone, man. We ain't gonna have no more rapper. We don't have no more good rapping. Playing too good rapping is him and Finesse. But this is where things take a turn. Shy's legal team might actually use his current jail conditions as leverage. One report claims inmates inside the Dallas Federal Jail have been calling people on the outside, talking about Shy's situation. Sources say he's having a hard time being away from Memphis, and other inmates are pressuring him for commissary money because of his fame.
Stand up while they eat. Hey man, you was in that mall standing up while you were eating. When they bump down on you, they ask you, is you one of these five or is you a rapper? You said a rapper. I got facts about these, man. Hey man, I'm on man, you know what I'm talking about, man.
But here's where things start getting strange, right? When news broke that Shy was struggling in jail, Gucci Mane finally responded, but not with a statement, with a track called Crash Dummy, and that instantly set the internet off. One viral reaction said, did Gucci really just drop Crash Dummy and admit he got robbed instead of handled like a real street guy? Go get your stuff back. But others think there's a deeper play, that he dropped the song so his lawyers could use it to help secure a bond. And here's the twist. Akademiks broke it down, saying he first thought Gucci wouldn't speak to the feds, but that track basically was a statement. He even told Charleston White to level up his telling, because this right here was loud.
The thing I said, remember I said Gucci ain't gonna make a statement? This is a statement right here. Yo, it's a statement right here. Yo, I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. Yo, Charleston White gotta step his snitching game. Charleston White ain't doing this over a beat with an 808 with Zaytoven. Charleston White just doing this on Instagram and his draws.
Gucci didn't hold back either. He clearly took shots at Shy in multiple lines, rapping and tell the truth. He went out like a crash dummy. And after all that, you still signed to me. Then he added, I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. That's Gucci straight up saying Shy lined him up to force that release. And it doesn't stop there. Reports say under oath, FBI agent Hansen testified that Gucci Mane gave a statement to Dallas PD about the January 10th, 2026 studio robbery. In court, Shy leaned his head against the wall while his lawyer questioned the agent about claims Gucci was pushed onto a couch with items pointed at him. Hansen said Gucci told security, "Who were hell, man?" What really turned heads when the agent claimed Gucci told his security to put the firearm down. Shy shook his head in disbelief. But to many watching, that moment basically confirmed Gucci spoke on Shia and Charleston White. He was actually praising Gucci for it.
It sounded like Gucci cooperated. It sounded like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It's all right. It's all right to go and be civilian. Yeah, come on.
But then another courtroom update added a different energy. A report said as sitting right behind Shiesty before the judge's ruling, he whispered, "I'm straight," nodding toward his family while his lawyer Bradford Cohen gave closing arguments. Still, to really understand all this, what Gucci said, and when Shy could get out, you gotta look at the facts. Reports claim Shy and Big 30 allegedly robbed Gucci Mane in Dallas. According to the DOJ, Shy supposedly pointed a firearm at Gucci and forced him to sign a release from 1017 while Big 30 blocked the exit so he couldn't leave. 9 people from Memphis have been charged. In the stolen jewelry, he reportedly hit social media within hours. That alone had people like Woody stepping in with
their understand this, y'all. Please help me. I really need help. Pooh Shiesty did all that time in jail, in the feds. Pooh Shiesty came home, y'all, and made the first day out, they sent him right back to jail. Pride and ego is our main enemy.
Now, here's an interesting detail. Reports say an anonymous source told Akademiks that when Gucci reported Shy, he actually felt bad for Shy's father, believing Shy was pressured into the situation and didn't want him locked up. But by then, things were already out of his hands.
You know, from what I'm hearing, it was the daddy, Lantrell, you know. When the situation happened, Gucci allegedly looked up at the daddy, and the daddy was like, you know, showed some type of sympathy and empathy for Gucci, but it was out of his control.
So with both Shiesty and his father being locked up for the crime, his mother reacted to both of them being arrested.
He protected them, he kept them humble, he kept them 100, and kept away from around some suckers and pluckers. I prayed for them, man. You look so good, man.
But from there, things only got worse for Gucci because it felt like nobody was on his side. On top of that, it came out that Gucci had been using off-duty police officers as security for years without really making it public. And that raised a big question. Why would you hire cops while managing street artists on your label?
But the idea that some of y'all trying to give Gucci an out is like, nah, it's because it's not like they fooled him and it was an undercover cop. That's what people keep saying, undercover. No, he hired a policeman. He hired a policeman. It wasn't undercover. It wasn't a guy acting like he was security. No, he hired the cops. And a crime happened in the presence of the cops.
The whole situation exploded online. DJ Vlad even weighed in, saying he spoke to people close to the case and kept hearing the same thing. There's no solid evidence Gucci was actually robbed, so now everything might come down to one move, Gucci taking the stand. If he says nothing happened, he loses the claim that he signed Shy's release under pressure. And that means no more money from him. But if he testifies against Shy, the contract gets tossed and Gucci keeps earning. But now he's labeled a snitch. So it really comes down to this. Money or reputation. What does Gucci pick? That's when lawyer Mo stepped in to break it down.
If Gucci does not testify, the question of is Pooh cooked comes down to 2 paragraphs in the complaint plus 1 picture. They say Big 30 barricades the door to the studio. They say that the security guards try to barge in, and when the security guards barge in, they get a peek and they see that they're outnumbered by the armed target suspects. It does not say that they are outnumbered by an armed Pooh Shiesty. Instead, they lump Pooh Shiesty in with the whole group of target suspects, suggesting that the security guards only saw other people, not Pooh with the later, where it's alleged that Pooh he's allegedly holding it to the back of the one of the business people. And so if there's anybody here other than Gucci who seems like they could put Pooh away, it's going to be one of the business guys.
One reply pointed out, they don't even need Gucci. An off-duty cop was involved. The rap lawyer responded saying it's possible the 2 security guards with Gucci didn't actually see a firearm or know what was happening inside. Only that there were multiple people with items. According to the complaint, those guards were outside, and when they tried to force the door open, they realized they were outnumbered. But then the story took another turn. A fan questioned why Gucci even showed up with off-duty cops for what was supposed to be a simple meeting with his biggest artist fresh out of prison. That raised suspicions. Did Gucci already expect something to go down? Reports also suggest tension had been building between Shy and Gucci, especially over how Gucci handled things after Big Scar's passing.
This drops, it looks like he's not, he's never really publicly fell out with Gucci, but the word has been this. He's unhappy about how Gucci discarded or seemed unemotional or pretty much not caring, right? The lack of he gave when Big Scar, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, passed away.
It was reported that Gucci did immediately pay for Big Scar's funeral, and that caused serious backlash. With Shiesty locked up at the time, he couldn't step in. Eventually, after public pressure, Gucci did cover the cost, which Scar's father later confirmed.
You gotta control like this, y'all. It's ugly. Gucci did what he did. 100 is 100. I'm the one ain't looking for nothing. I just want what rightfully belongs to my son. I ain't asking for nothing.
But even after that, Shy was still upset it didn't happen right away. That frustration reportedly pushed him to want out of his deal with Gucci as fast as possible. But timing made things worse because Shy was already under investigation for allegedly violating probation. Reports say his track FDO raised eyebrows, with lyrics that sounded like self-incrimination, along with disses aimed at federal prosecutors. He even took shots at Young Boy, which led to heated exchanges on Instagram.
I'm on these type shit like, who gives a... That's what you been right now? Well, all this What you like that? We really live this we talk about, you hear me?
Although Shiesty jumped on a stream, he got angry when someone said they are Team Youngboy.
Don't apologize to me.
Man, Ricardo, hey, look, man, you gotta, man, just rep anything, man. Just say you something, and then you good.
I'm 4K Dre.
Who? Ricardo, what the man?
You said what?
You could hang up on him.
During that same stream, things got tense when Shy snapped at someone who didn't recognize names like Dirk.
Oh.
Look, Dirk.
JCB Films with that fire gift, bro. I appreciate you.
OTL. What's that, man? Why you say it like that for? Come on, get your picture, man, before you get up.
And the reason he was riding so hard for Lil Durk, because at that point, most rappers had already started siding with Young Boy.
I'm in the dressing room, and we just talking about a bunch of, he's also telling me, and I will never say who. He's telling me all the rappers who was now hitting him up, and he kind of asked me, he's like, Act, so what you think, man? Cause I think he's thinking like, yo, should he forgive some of these, like, but all these rappers on it, you know what I mean? Like, they're all like, yo, Young Boy, we love you, right? And I gave him the best advice, I think. I said, I didn't want to impart my thoughts on it because I don't know fully what he's been through and what he's thought. Because, he was down where nobody would. So I said, whatever your heart feels about any of these or kind of doubling back or not, I want to do whatever, go with it.
Now a new claim started circulating on people believe Shy may have told information to try and secure an early release. Whack 100 even said Shy isn't solid and allegedly spoke to get out sooner.
So Pooh Shiesty has shown his paperwork on his story.
I don't give a fuck about. I got his proffer that you're scared to post. You got to stop doing bust. Because I'm going to tell you, if I send you some paperwork on me.
No, I'm going to read it 20
times. But Big 30 quickly pushed back on that, saying Shy would never snitch.
My mama, if you see some paperwork, my mama, I do whatever y'all tell me to do. Cause my eyebrow, mustache, hair, I throw my chains in the river and jump in and if Shiesty snitch. Go home, take one to the. I ain't got no more.
And that loyalty from Big 30, it says a lot. If anything, it only strengthens the belief that he stood firmly beside Shy and might have played a bigger role in the Gucci situation than people first thought.